Yeah, a little tip for you guys. You know, if you find a friend that's killed a buck already, you may want to cut those hocks off, those tarsal glands. And I tell you, I mean, you don't even got to get that close. That smell is overwhelming. Not of death, not a stench of death, but of buck urine. Now what we're going to do with this is we're going to poke a hole in here, and you want to use some rubber gloves because that stuff is really, really stinky. I mean, your hands will smell like buck pee forever. Then you run your wire tie in there, and now you can hang that. You can tie it on your bootlace if you wanted to, or you can hang it on a bush where your ambush shot is. Deer's going to smell that, and they're going to smell that a long way away. They don't have to get up that close. And now you got something free from nature. Try to do that. Try to put nature into your hunt more than something bought off the counter at a commercial retail store. This is the real deal. You're not going to beat the real deal. Pretty simple. Two gentlemen salvaged a huge buck this morning off the highway, and they had no use for these tarsal glands, and so right off the bat, that was the first thing I went. I had to care less about the rat. Now when you hang this up, another buck is going to smell them, and I'll tell you what, he's going to come running because he's going to think there's another buck in the neighborhood. He wants to know who is trying to tend his does. So just real simple. Just poke a hole in it. Now you got a hanger, hang on a bush. I use the white wire ties. That way the flashlight will hit that white, and you don't have to stumble around a lot looking for it. You put the black tie on it, then it's just going to be that much harder to find when you get down at evening. So 2 of those for free. And I'll tell you what, they stink to high heaven. They smell just like a rutting buck. So another tip from the non-typical Norwalkian. Yeah, before I close on that, once you get those on there, your hands will never touch that again. You can get them out with a stick, and that way it won't be sending mixed signals to the buck. They won't be smelling human and deer at the same time. Put them in a little baggie like that. Put them both in there. Now if you wanted to put them on your day pack or hang them around your tree stand up in the tree, you could do that. You've got them there. Matter of fact, you can even freeze these and take them out of the freezer, and they'll smell just like that. You keep them fresh as long as you can. When you get to where you want to take a stick, stick a stick down in that loop, hang them somewhere, or like I say, hang them around your tree stand, put them on your person if you want to. They are loud. So that's it from the non-typical Norwalkian. many of you so-called trophy hunters are going to let that buck walk? It's 5 minutes to 8 on the 5th day of November. That buck was 12 yards away. That's what you have to do if you're going to hunt true trophy deer. You got to let that size walk. That deer was no more than 12 yards away. Heavy 8-pointer. But you can't kill those because they're not going to get any bigger when you get on the ground. For you first-time hunters, that's a shooter. For me, it's a passer-buyer. That buck was all of a Popin young buck, probably in the 130 class. But that's not what I'm hunting for. And you have to train yourself and be man enough and mature enough to let those pass by. And if you don't, then you're going to be really dissatisfied with yourself. Sharing that video with you is my trophy. 2 years ago, Dallas Thurman shot his buck right there, under that same tree that buck come under. Oh, that was in 2012. We're on that same ridge that I told you Ellis's restaurant's down there. The buck come up from there. We're on that corridor. Got a southwest wind. That was the action that you was hunting for. Just wasn't big enough. Oh, fresh cow shit. Now, we definitely want to use this cow shit. The bulls are in another pasture because all they would have is bullshit. The same kind of bullshit that's in the big box store for cover scent. We want real cow shit. Now I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Now, for all you warriors out there that are face painting your face up with some kind of clay or something, I don't know, but you want to look like you're some battle-worn warrior anymore. Well, this is an old battle-worn warrior. Here's what you paint your face up with. Cow shit. You know, now I got two things going there. Insanity and cover scent and camouflage. Now, you can stand there and pour water on your friggin' head and think that's manly. Take this cow shit, put it on your hand, get it on your hat, get it all over there. That way, get it in your hair, get it on your face. Now when that dries, that'll give me my camel, my warrior face that you're all so entertained having today. Now, this is pure cow shit. It's not bullshit. Because like I said, the bulls are in the other pasture. And that bullshit is what they buy for the yuppies. And where they go out and put a little face paint on. And the women look so mean and so warrior-like. This is the real deal. Non-typical Norwalkian. Cover scent. Natural. Go for it. Man up. And it ain't no bullshit. Remember, it's pure cow shit. It'll also give your sandwich a little beef flavoring. Okay, here's what we got going right here. This is Alice's restaurant. I just poured my urinal, this morning's pee in there. That's human piss. Another polite word for urine. In the industry I worked in, they can't even afford Kaibo, so I guess pissing on the ground out in the woods is the same as pissing on the grub in Urbania. That's pretty sad. But anyhow, we got this scrape. It's November 5th. We're gonna rock and roll over here. I'm gonna straighten that camera up. It's a little crooked. It's still a little crooked. Anyhow, there's the scrape, the licking branch, Alice's restaurant. I showed you that earlier. Got these big grubs down here. We got a south wind tonight. And we're going to set up over here in this timber. And we're going to be about, that's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 28, 29, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 59, 60. Okay. There's the stand. Oh, we're now standing. That's the stand. So we're set up about somewhere 50 yards from that scrape downwind of it. Oh, let's rock and roll. Cow shit and all. Remember those tarsal glands we had yesterday? Well, we got them again. We're gonna hang them out here, and hopefully that'll get the attraction of that deer, pull him away from me, and give us a chance to shoot it. Get it set up right over here. There's one, and there's the other. They stink. And like I say, that's fresh deer urine. Now, if the deer is coming from this direction, this would be from the northwest to come to that scrape. He's going to hit these, going to stop. And I'm going to pan around here. And my stand's right there. Now hold him up long enough to get a good shot. Think. Just don't sit there and whine. Okay, I'll really give you the real rundown on why the cow shit's applied. That scrape's over there. It's down in the bottom. I got a big hill over there, big hill behind me. I have a west-southwest wind, but it's wanting to swirl down in this bottom really bad. Sometimes the leaves are going that way into the scrape, sometimes they're coming back out. I need a cover scent, and there's only about 700 cows out here, so these deer are pretty used to cow shit. And if you don't go to the extreme sometimes, then you're just going to be a follower. And there's a lot of that in life today, and then the followers want to become leaders. Be a true leader, you got to do stuff off the wall. You can't just keep doing what the product pushers on Saturday morning try to sell, because they're getting an endorsement and a commission off of it. There ain't no commission off of cow shit. It's just pure, simple, old school bow hunting. I've done this for years. Finally, I got enough nerve up to put it on the video. Figured it'd grow some of you out. But after watching some of these huntresses and all this with their little face paint on, come on, give me a break. You're hunting on a deer farm or a ranch. This is the real deal out here. I don't know how many animals I killed 30 years ago with face paint, and everybody thought I was off the wall, some kind of Nazi nihilism type of clown, terrorist. But now that's all come back into style. Well, here's the real deal. You not only got camouflage, you got cover scent. All in the same deal. Biodegradable, washes off. And there's some shit that don't wash off. And we'll go into that another day. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, we're set up. It's 20 to 2. Front's coming in. It should be pretty good. So I'll shut up and get to hunting. But just remember, think outside the box. Just don't follow the crowd. Because that's only going to get you the same place they got. Nowhere. Yeah, I got to shoot this bow. I dropped it out of the tree stand. Now, the last time I did that on November 5th, I killed the biggest deer I ever killed. So maybe that'll happen again. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Checking everything out, like I said. Got everything screwed up a little bit. Well, that'll get it done. Well, it's about 2:15. I'll tell you a story about the cow shit. The reason I've got that on Down there, you've seen the scrape, 50 some yards from it. Off to my northwest is a bean field where those deer are going to gravitate to. The wind is supposed to change, which I think it's doing already. It was out of the southwest. It's going to get out of the northwest. If it does, my scent's going to be running down there. If that's the case, those tarsal glands will also be blowing down in there, and they're about 3 foot off the ground. It's hot. That way it'll carry it right into them. The other thing about the poop, there's about 300 cows out here, so that's going to work in my favor. It's all over the place. So a little bit more shit in the world ain't going to hurt anything. And the politicians have been talking shit now for 2 months, and I don't even know who got elected, and I could care less. I'm off the grid. But another thing about the ball cap, the reason I brought that down here, covered it up with cow shit, because if that sun stayed out, that would be right in my face. And so if you find yourself in that situation and you don't have a ball cap, you're going to make a miserable sit. But being it's clouded over now, it's perfect. The cow shit is not only a camel, dried up camel, completely biodegradable, washes right off. At least my shit washes off. Some people stick for life. But anyhow, that's the idea of having the shit on you. That is a real good cover set. You didn't have to buy it. And like I said, they sell all kinds of bullshit in the store. But this is real cow shit from the field. And try to put more and more of you into your hunt, and you'll enjoy it a whole lot more. Even if you fail, at least you know you tried something that the pros didn't do on Saturday morning. Because they don't do anything really on a game farm. They just go out and kill. That's all they do is kill. They don't hunt, they just kill. And if they don't like that, if you don't like that, you can delete me. Because I'm sick and tired of that kind of bow hunting. There's the sun I was telling you about. It'd be right in your face. That's why you got the brim hat. Well, I guess that puts a wrap on it. Make sure that if you go hunting, this is the only way that you go shit-faced. Not with the alcohol syndrome. Hunt safe. November 6th. On the calendar it says it's just supposed to be the best day. And on the GPS, the best time today is 10:28 a.m. to 12:25 p.m. So We're right at 10 at that time right now. We're 10:40 and pretty windy out. This is a 73 rating on the Saloner table. This is supposed to be the best day of the month. And keep in mind, that's supposed to be, these kind of winds, it can definitely have a different effect on it. No cow poop today, don't need it. But, anyhow, hardwood timber, southern Iowa. We got a 2-hour period. It's supposed to be the best time, and we just entered it. So we'll see what happens and see if this parallels to what documentation is supposed to be with the moon, earth rotation, and see how that all comes about. So just another tip that'll keep you on stand. If you know that when the best time is. A lot of guys have probably climbed down and went home by now. But the best time is just starting. And we're, like I said, we're 10:40 right now. And so we're 10 minutes into the best time. So let's see what happens. Well, it's 12:35. I seen one doe in that 2-hour span that said it was going to be best time. And here again it is November 6th. Now, it was real windy today. Settled down quite a bit now. And it's time we're going to have a little lunch. And for you people that are afraid to eat on stand, it would be like you go fishing without pop or a beer, and keep everything in perspective. You're not out here to kill a world record. You're out here to have fun. So in order to sit on stand all day, you can get these sealed sandwiches. They stay fresh a long time. And then you can have yourself a bite of lunch. Well, for some strange reason, that has a beef flavor to it, and it's turkey. Oh, yeah, I forgot about yesterday. But anyhow, go ahead and take your sandwich, have your lunch break on stand. Just be as clean as you can. But don't be worried about you're going to scare the deer away and all this with all this crap that goes on in these shows. When a rutting buck is following a doe, and when a doe is running from a rutting buck, they'll run right through your setting stream, hell-bent for election. And he's not going to stop for what you got in your hand, whether it be bow, gun, rifle, or sandwich. Because he's got one thing on his mind, and it's not some nut sitting up there eating a turkey sandwich in the middle of the day. Oh, lighten up a little bit. We're all after that world record, but unfortunately we're all probably going to fail at it miserably if we go at it the wrong way. So go at it, have fun, enjoy the deer season, have a sandwich. You can also have a potato chip. You can get these Pringles, and they're in that little can. You eat that. That'll keep you on stand longer. We only got 5 hours more. We've sat 5 hours now. We had that doe and yearling come in there this first thing this morning, and that was it. But it was really windy. So enjoy yourself on stand. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. Just don't sit up there and be paranoid like you're doing something ungodly because you're eating a sandwich. Here's what a bow hunter hunts for. 5:45, November 6th. Now that's a full moon. That's what it's all about.